This is the Kyota M380 Genki massage chair. My gut reaction the first time I sat in it was equal parts curiosity and relief. I'd been skeptical about a 2D roller system because I've used plenty of chairs that feel either too shallow or too aggressive. I also wasn't sure if something this big would actually fit in a normal room without becoming the center of everything. A few sessions in, I had a decent sense of what it does well and where it holds back. On looks, it's modern without being flashy. The black color reads clean and neutral, the faux leather is smooth and easy to wipe down, and the stitching feels tidy. When the chromotherapy lights kick on, it gives a soft ambient glow that makes the chair look more premium at night, but doesn't scream for attention in daylight. The footprint is substantial, but the slide-forward, space-saving base is the real trick. As it reclines, the whole body glides away from the wall, so I only needed a couple inches of clearance behind it. That made placement much easier in a normal living room. The arm channels feel snug in a good way. The padding on the headrest is supportive without feeling stiff. The calf and foot wells are built like they mean business. The wired remote has a simple LCD. The buttons are labeled clearly, and there's a USB port right on the arm to keep a phone topped up. It ships fully assembled, so setup was basically roll it into place, plug it in, sit down. From my experience, the ride itself is defined by the L-track and the 2D roller behavior. Quick explanation if you're new. 2D rollers move up, down, and left, right, and you can usually adjust speed and width, but you can't make them push deeper like a 3D chair. In practice, the M380 lands at a medium intensity that's very relaxing and consistent. The 360-degree sweep is a programmed pattern that feels like a figure 8 along your back instead of straight lines. It adds variety without needing extra hardware. The L-track is long enough to travel from the neck down and under the seat into the glutes. For me, that lower back to seat transition is what makes it feel like a whole body session instead of just upper back. Key features that stood out while I used it daily. One-touch zero gravity tilts your knees above heart level. That position takes pressure off the spine and makes the rollers feel more effective at the same intensity. The chair opens with a quick body scan to find your shoulders. If it guesses wrong, it's easy to nudge it up or down with the remote. The voice control is actually useful. Saying "Hey Kyota" and then calling out a program or adjustment lets me keep my hands at my sides and relax. It's not magic, speaking clearly helps, but I used it more than I expected. The Bluetooth speakers pair fast and sound clean for white noise or a playlist. Not studio gear, but definitely pleasant. The lumbar heat is gentle and steady, enough to loosen the low back without making me sweaty. If you want heat across the whole back or seat, that's not here. This one is lumbar only. The lower bodywork is the star of the show. The calf area doesn't just squeeze, it kneads and oscillates, which feels like someone rolling out tight soleus muscles after a run. Under the feet, triple Shiatsu rollers hit the arches and heels with real intent. If you're sensitive or ticklish, you can turn the foot rollers off. But when I was sore after long days, I let them go to town, and it made a huge difference. Airbags around the shoulders, arms, and calves create that compress and release rhythm that boosts circulation and makes the whole session feel immersive. On usability, it's straightforward. 12 auto programs cover the usual themes: neck focus, stretch, quick refresh. And you can switch to manual to target what you want and save a couple of custom routines for easy recall. I did notice a few quirks. Sessions cap at around 20 minutes and end cleanly, which is both nice and annoying. Nice because it's tidy, annoying because if I want 40 minutes, I need to restart, and in my case, repair Bluetooth for music. It's a small break in the vibe when I'm trying to zone out. The chair doesn't do multi-user profiles, so in a shared home, each person makes their own tweaks each time. Not a deal breaker, just something I noticed over a week of testing. In my opinion, the M380 leans into a comfort-first approach. It's not trying to dig deep like a 3D or 4D massage robot might. If you want a chair that can crank the intensity to sports therapy levels on your mid-back, this isn't that. And I never found a way to trick the rollers into going deeper than their max. Where it succeeds is consistency, coverage, and convenience. Voice control, zero gravity, long track coverage, and those calf and foot mechanics combine to give a full session feel, even at moderate intensity. The body scan finds the right spots often enough that I don't think about it much anymore. The space-saving slide is a big win when room layout is tight. The things I kept coming back to as my personal favorites are simple. The leg and footwork is outstanding for the price. I step out feeling lighter, like my legs are ready to go again. The space-saving design makes it viable in a regular room instead of a spare basement corner, Voice control lets me stay still and relaxed without grabbing the remote. And the overall ambiance, the lights, the heat, the speakers, puts me in a headspace to relax in minutes. It's perfect for daily stress relief, post-walk or post-run recovery, and winding down before bed. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a well-rounded chair that covers the whole back and lower body, values convenience, and doesn't need adjustable deep tissue pressure. There are limits worth knowing. It's a 2D system, so don't expect it to punch into knots on command. The heat is lumbar only. There are no dedicated hip or outer thigh airbags, which some folks might miss. The session timer and Bluetooth reset behavior could be smoother for longer, continuous use. The memory slots don't lock to specific users. None of these stop me from using it nightly, but they're part of the full picture. In conclusion, the Kyota M380 Genki is a smart pick if you want a feature-rich chair with an easygoing, balanced massage that still feels complete. From my experience, the combo of zero gravity, a long L-track, voice control, and strong calf/footwork made it a steady part of my routine. If you want aggressive, adjustable depth for stubborn knots, look at a 3D or 4D model. If you want a comfortable, low-maintenance, modern chair that's simple to live with and surprisingly immersive, this one nails that brief. I will leave all the information about the Kyota M380 Genki massage chair in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.